Greetings and welcome to our meditation time here at the Unitarian Church on September 12th, 2024. We're coming into our time of meditation after our discussion. We've looked at, in the book The Way of Mastery, Part 1, The Way of the Heart. This is Lesson 1 that we discussed and finished up tonight, The Way That Calls You Home. So we're all just coming home to ourselves, coming home to the universe, coming home to all that is, coming home to love, coming home to our own hearts. And it's the way of the heart that calls you home. So as those of us here know what to do and how we typically respond to this moment, closing our eyes, becoming comfortable in this chair that you're sitting in, the couch, and being present with your breath. Breathing deeply. Be attentive to your breath for these moments, even just now, as we consider what it means to deepen the breath and even slow the breath, not necessarily to stillness, allowing you to come into a stillness, but your breath is always moving. But make it slow and gentle, a kind pace, letting it find its own rhythm and movement. Sensing it might be just as well to even have some quiet moments where you can find your own way with your breath. And even if I am speaking, you can still come into that quiet place within you and go there on the path that's created by that widening aperture known as your breath that creates the space, creates the movement, so that you come inside. Hopefully you're coming into a deeper experience with your breath and the silence. Imagine how there may be a place inside of you that's full of, well, maybe nothing. What if there really is a peace inside of us all? What if there is a stillness? quietness, a softness, and you're just simply breathing down and into it. And let's just say that this is the way of the heart, that central aspect of your being and even body, the center of your body. Not just a place that pumps blood and is responsible for your health and many systems of the body in many ways. It's not even just an emotional center, places where feelings originate. It's also a center of consciousness, full of compassion, connection, creativity, relationships. It is a power center. And even just during this time, you can begin to breathe in and out of that heart space. And as we read before, that it's the way of the heart that is the final pathway that a soul can enter. Coming into the heart brings you back to the light and the love, simply by observing your own mind and your own experience, your own behavior, your own reactions, with a sense of wonder. Let's be innocent just for a moment. As we allow the way of the heart to bring you home, to call you home. Seems to be a time to invite not only ourselves, here we are, our own true and higher selves, but our own helpers, our divine team that's associated with each one of us, all beings of highest vibration, angels and archangels, gods and goddesses, to be with us, and then to recognize as they are with us, we are with them, and we are all one. What we hear a lot of, we even discussed tonight, is the symmetry between the physical material universe and the world of spirit. Those beings in body and those not in body, and we're all the same. We are no different than the masters. We are one with the ascended ones, the ancient ones, the old ones. We are them, they are us. We are all each other. And there's only one of us here. Oneness in unity.
Hey, Danny, can you mute yourself?
In our discussion tonight, we considered how all events are neutral. And it's the meaning that we apply to them. And we considered how we could come to a place of neutrality and even compassion, not judgment, when you consider the events of life and what you're experiencing, what may be happening that may seem troublesome and challenging, but to come into a place where you're not identified with what is occurring. You don't attach yourself to any kind of outcome or any kind of experience or what another person is doing. It's not about you. You're free. Because all events are neutral. Ponder that for a moment. You're free to see anything that's going on in any way that you want. Maybe we can all come into an agreement here that there is a need for a reset inside each one of us. And we've asked for help from the divine realm. What if we reset our inner system to neutrality? And that whatever occurs outside of us, we have the ability, the power to come into a neutral space, a compassionate space, Because whatever anyone is doing outside of you, you are one with them. They are you. You are them. No one is separate and distinct. It seems that way, but we are not separate. So we're asking for even a reset inside each one of us, a shift in consciousness, to remember the feeling that we have right now during this meditation and during those times when we come into that sense of calm and beauty and peace and innocence and wonder and childlikeness. Remember the peace inside of you, and you can reapply that in any situation in your life. So you've been reset. The divine realm has helped you. Remember that when you have challenging circumstances and you react in that normal way, you have the capacity to react with love, compassion, kindness. Take that that knowledge with you, and take this current experience with you as you begin to end this meditation. Coming back to this room, coming back to being here and now, and proceeding on with your life as you leave this group and this room. But for now, ending this meditation, coming back to the group, finding your way to be present in your body. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.